There's a secret sauce to you setting goals. Setting goals, and this is definitely a success strategy that you want to pay attention to. So as you come on, say hello so that I can say hello back to you. If you're a small business owner or entrepreneur and you want to get more customers who pay you, who stay with you and refer you to others without overwhelm, without, being not knowing if it can happen and getting all confused and all of that, you want to tune into this. That's what we help you with. And today you also, guys, you're going to discover, we're going to talk about 5 steps in the process and why high performers require you to use step 5. So make sure you stick around to hear that, and how to avoid overwhelming your business. A lot of people, they don't get started in their business, or they get started and they quit because they get overwhelmed. So we're with these 5 goal setting steps, we're going to show you how to avoid that overwhelm in your business and so much more. We definitely will help you with all of that. So let me go ahead and hit the share button. I'm going to share this out to some people on here. So as you come on, say hello, so I can say hello back to you. Just let me know where you are tuning in from. And also let me know what type of business you have, or do you want to start a business or a course? Whether it's an online business or a course that you want to start, just let us know so that we know what we can help you with. And you can also put in the comments, like, what are some of the challenges that you are facing in your business? And you're like, man, if I can only do this, it would help me to grow and be able to get to that next level. And so, guys, before we dive into those 5 steps that I'm going to share with you about how to effectively set goals and to have success in your business, in your life, do me a favor and grab a pen and paper. And also know that if you want, I'm going to give you like 3 ways that you can work with me if you want my help. And number 1, just tune in pretty much Monday through Friday. We're going to be on here giving you tips that you can literally take some of these tips and grow your business without working with us directly. Number 2, so follow us on @KathyMcReynolds100 on Facebook. So make sure you hit the follow button if you're seeing this on my business page or my personal page or our eCourse You page, wherever you're seeing this at, or YouTube. Make sure you hit that follow button and follow us either on Facebook or YouTube with Kathy McReynolds, and that's with the C. And if you're interested in working with us one-on-one, my team and I, we can deliver easy to implement solutions and a game plan for you. So make sure you go to KathyMcReynolds.com to book a strategy session. And if you want to launch a high ticket program, you can do that at ecourseU.com. We help you get that program out. So wherever you fit, whatever is best for you guys, we want to help you. So make sure you go there. So grab a pen, grab a paper, and let's get ready. And I'm glad we're doing this on a Monday, because if you put it down and it's towards the end of the month, and just take this to get you through the rest of the year. So number 1 is CCMP. You got to have a CCMP. So what is a CCMP? It is a clear, concise mental picture. Clear, concise mental picture. You must have clarity in what you want to do. And sometimes clarity is so much out there that you can do, even as I'm building these businesses that I have. I think I have like 4 businesses that we're building and growing. Sometimes you got to get clarity. Even I had to like sit down and say, okay, what is my focus? What I'm going to do? And how am I going to do it? So I'm always writing stuff down. And that's what a CCMP stands for, a clear, concise mental picture. When you have clarity, you know exactly the solution. This is the difference. You know exactly the solution that you want to solve for people and the goals that you have. Then you're able to take that, what you want to do for your business, what you want to do for your life, with direct clarity. Like if you want a new home, I'm just throwing that out there as an example. You don't want to just say, I want a new house. You want to say, I want a house with 5 bedrooms or on the lake, whatever it is you want. If you want a business, you want to say, I want a business that will pay me $500,000 a year, $100,000 a year, 50,000 a year, a million a year, whatever it is you want it to be clear. So that is CCMP. That is your clear, concise mental picture of exactly what you want. If you don't have clarity there, everything else will be confusing. And doing one of the things that we do when we're helping you, if you decide that you want my help with that, we literally sit down and, I always say it's like a consultative selling. We ask you questions to see where you're at and if we are able to provide you for those solutions. And yes, do we want you to work with this? Absolutely. But if not, we want you to leave that time that we spend together on one of those strategy sessions, knowing that you can take actionable steps. I'm going to always give you a couple actionable steps that you can use at that precise moment. So number 2 is break it down into little pieces. And what I mean by break it down into little pieces, let's say that you want your business to go from 6 figures to $250,000, and you know that you want that to happen, let's say by the end of 2021. So if you want that to happen in a year, what we're going to do is we're going to put an exact date. So let's just say you want to do it by November 2021. We're going to take whatever number it is you want to have happen. We're going to divide that by the 11 or 12 or 14 months that you have. And we're going to break it down by month, and we're going to break it down by week of exactly what you need to make, what you need to earn, what you need to do in order to make that happen. So there's complete clarity in your game plan. And then now it's not so overwhelming. There's only, a few things that will help a business grow. It's either getting more customers, get your customers to spend more money, or offer them additional services and solutions. So keeping it that simple helps you to really take all the techniques. I mean, we have about 25 different strategies that we show you in that on how to make that happen. Number 3, it has to be stretchingly realistic. And then what do I mean by stretchingly realistic? Like let's say that you've never made $1 before and you want to go from $1 to $1 million in a month. Now, has that happened before? Yeah. People win the lottery. They never won $1 million before and it happens. But I said they win the lottery. So the chances of that happen is like winning a lottery. And so instead of putting it to chance, we're going to put it to strategies, proven strategies that have worked time and time again. These aren't even strategies that I came up with. These are strategies that I've implemented over the years and learned from, that has created me success in business and has helped other people. And I don't even know if I introduced myself, but my name is Kathy McReynolds, guys. I don't even think I said that up front, but I'm sure you probably know that by now. So that's number 3. We're going to make sure it's stretchingly realistic. Number 4 is a deadline. And I just talked about that deadline. You got to have a deadline. You got to have an exact date. You just can't say, I want to make a 6-figure income. I want to make $500,000 in income. You have to put a date on it. By what date do you want that money? Once we know by what date you want that money, it just gets crystal clear. So if you go through month 1, you're going to know exactly how much you need to earn in month 1, week 1 of that game plan. And if you're off target, we can adjust at the end of that week instead of waiting in an entire year to say, oh, it's not working. So what do I do now? You don't ever want to do that. You must have deadlines. It's just like if you're paying your mortgage or you're paying your rent or whatever it is you're paying, you know exactly what date you need to pay that on. If you're paying your utilities, you know exactly what date you need to pay that on. So what happens? You get a sense of urgency. And success loves speed. You get that sense of urgency where you got to get this done. You got to make that happen. And because you got to get this done and you got to make that happen, you take action, income producing action. And that's what that deadline does. It makes your brain go into a different mode. And you have to, it's like, watching someone on the court when they're playing basketball or sports and they're in that zone. You know the difference between when they're in that zone and they're just playing the game. Deadlines get you in that zone. And once you get in that zone, you're more apt to finish. You're going to finish that. And you just say, God, give me some finishing grace here. That's the key right there, getting that finishing grace from God. And number 5, like this is the one And this is the one that most people miss out on. You know, a lot of people set goals. I'm sure you probably set some goals yourself and wrote them down on a piece of paper. You got to write them down. You know, and part of your goals that you write down, you must read them every single day. Every single morning when you wake up and every single night before you go to bed, you want to read them, write them, and say them. At least you should get it. That's like bare minimum every morning, every day. But you want to get in the habit of 5 to 6 times a day doing that. And that's what number 5 is: repetition. Repetition is the key and the mother of success. Most people never think about, oh, they write them down once, they put them on their wall, and like they kind of glance at them, they kind of think about them. No, you need to have them everywhere. You need them in your car. You need them on your wall. You need them around you. You need to read them, see them, say them at least 5 to 6 times a day, bare minimum twice. When you wake up and before you go to bed. That repetition keeps it in your head. It keeps things coming to you. You ever wanted a new car and you thought about that car, and then all of a sudden that's all you see is that car. And you're like, oh my God, why am I seeing this car every single word? Because it's now you put it in your subconscious thinking. And when something gets in your subconscious thinking, it changes who you are. And we want to help you change who you are so that you can get what God promised to you, guys. So at the end of your life, you got to ask yourself, when I stand before God at the end of your life, did I use everything that he gave me? Did I do what I know in my heart that he put in front of me to get done? Or did I quit? Or did I just settle? We don't want you to ever settle for anything that you have. We want you to go and give it all to make it happen. Good morning, Lasagna. Good morning, Charles. How are you guys doing? Thank you for tuning in. This is so crucial and so important. So if you guys got questions on that, make sure that you ask and do me a favor and go ahead and share, guys. And again, I just want to give you a reminder of a couple things that you can do so that we can help you. If you want to get just weekly training and you want to learn more and you're not ready to to work with us on a paid level, then just follow us here. We're going to give you tips that you can use. If you're interested in working with us one-on-one, then go to kathymcreland.com. Our team can help you put together some solutions that you can implement once we figure out where you're at in your business. And once you know this, it's really simple to break it down. And then we give you steps that you or your team can implement. Or if you want to create that high ticket course, you've got something inside of you and you want to help people with that, then just go to ecourseU.com. And either way, we can make some things happen for you. I appreciate you guys. I want you to have an awesome and amazing day. Keep God first and just know that he is there to help you, and we're here to help you as well. All right, guys, appreciate you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.